Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll be looking at week 9 analysis, how the market behaved, which stocks look good, which sectors look good, and how does the overall accumulation playing out. Okay, so let's get started. So first we'll look at the overall accumulation. So looking at the accumulation from January up to March of first week of March, what we are seeing is the accumulation has kind of dropped a little, but still around that average line, right? Or maybe you can say a little above the average line. Although on 2nd of March, it kind of cooled off to a pretty low level, but then again on Friday, it has bounced back. So it is okay. The overall accumulation is not too strong, neither it is too weak. But then, if you look at most of these indices, especially the small cap, the mid cap indices, you will see that most of them are around the uh, bottom part of the range, that is the lower part of the range, wherein it is kind of giving you a good enough risk reward ratio. So we look at that also. First is Nifty 50. So Nifty 50 is still making that higher high, higher low. Although I thought that it is going to come back to that 17,050 mark and then uh, reverse, but then it reversed even much before that, right? And the volumes are kind of good as well. So looks like it has made a short-term bottom and it is going to move up from here. Okay, so this is about Nifty 50. Looking at mid-cap index, a very, very strong reversal here, right? Almost an engulfing that happened here, wherein the mid-cap index covered the losses of the previous week as well and gave us a very strong closing. And as you can see, it is around the bottom part of this sideways range. So the risk here is quite minimum. And in case if March is supposed to be a good month for the bulls, right? So if the bulls start pushing it higher, we might see the index moving to its upper range, right? Upper boundary of that particular range, which is a decent 7-8% move from the current levels as well. So this is about the mid cap 100. Even the small cap 100, you would see an reversal candle here, right? And it maintained that stop loss, that is the range bound. The lower range wasn't breached on an weekly time frame level. Although it kind of breached on a daily, but then by the end of the week it bounced back, and we are still in that range. And here, like I said, March belongs to the bulls, and if in case the accumulation improves or even if the accumulation stays at the same level, because what I'm seeing is accumulation kind of remains in that same level when the stock or the index kind of keeps moving up and down in a range. If only accumulation becomes very strong, the range is taken out. If the accumulation becomes very poor, the range is broken on the lower end. So looking at this, the index should continue moving in that particular range. So which are the sectors that kind of gave us a very strong bounce back? So the metal index. So metal index initially few days was kind of struggling and then bounced back very sharply. Looking at how the Chinese PMI numbers all stacked in. So looking at that, the people are saying that there might be a global recovery, and even the US had pretty decent numbers. So looking at all of that, the metal index kind of moved up very quickly and an overall 4% gain. Although during the first 2 weeks it was down some 3-4%, from there it has bounced back. Very strong bounce back in Nifty Metal. So we'll look at a few metal stocks that are doing very well. So one is Hariom Pipes. This is trading at new 52-week high and looks good for even further rise as the RSI is still around that 68 mark on a weekly chart. So it can even move further from these levels. Second is Tega Industries, although the RSI is heating up, still at 72, but when something is in a bull run, they can even stretch to even 80 levels. And this one is coming close to its IPO price, right? So where it opened, so looks pretty decent as it is going to hit its all-time high in the coming weeks. So then Bank Nifty was another one which gave us a very strong reversal and engulfing candle on the weekly with increasing volumes as well. So kind of made a double bottom here as well. So in case if the neckline is taken out, we can expect Bank Nifty to again hit 4,000, 44,000. So here, what happened was once the news came in that there are new investors for the Adani and all of that, people thought that okay, the banks might not really face any issues of new NPAs and things like that. So that is why even the banks had a very strong rally to close with. Around for the week they were up 3.5%, and few of the banks which took support and reversed are Kotak Bank, huge volumes, it is reversing. Second is HDFC Bank, again the volumes are good and it is reversing from support. So the big boys of the large bank Nifty, they are reversing. Looks like the coming week should be good for the bulls, right? And we look at other small cap stocks that look good on the chart. Since we are in that phase wherein for the next 1 2 weeks we might be in an uptrend, right? So CCL Products is one wherein it is kind of near the new high. Fundamentals are good. Its recent quarter results were also decent. There was a big jump in its revenues, profits as well. So this is trading around at its new highs, hardly 2 3% from its highs. So this should also do well. Then you look at TD Power Systems. The whole electricity theme is playing out so beautifully. You look at cable stocks, you look at these power system stocks, most of them are near those highs, right? You look at something like Humans, you look at Power Industries, all these transformer stocks, all of them are making new highs. So there is clearly a theme playing out here, and better to be with those names that are making newer highs. Okay. Although the small and mid cap segment, if you look at it, it is kind majorly in a downtrend to sideways trend, but the electricity related stocks, right, they are doing exceptionally well. So you can play these stocks, be where the smart money is, right? Second is Signity Technology. So this one is again making a new highs and had a very strong closing. Although the RSI is a little heated up around 76 levels, so it can cool off a little, come back and retest the levels before moving up again. Then you have Safari Industries. So these guys make your suitcase and things like that. So as you all know, tourism is picking up steam in India, so this one also looks pretty good, and it kind of broke out, then reversed, retested the breakout, and again starting to move up from those levels. So even Safari looks good, right? So these are the stocks that look good for the week, and hopefully we'll have a good week. And uh, see you guys in the next week's video. Thank you.